You may want to listen to the previous video, Money Energy 8A, where I describe creating a body energy state that gives rise to living in the reality of having plenty of money. In this video, Money Energy 8B, I have 2 homework energy exercises I want to share with you that can get you started in engaging with your energy state regarding the flow of money. For the first exercise, Iteration 1. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now say the word cash out loud. Cash. Notice your body reaction and feeling. Any reaction is okay. You might feel fear, sickness, weakness, or similar. You may feel nothing. You might feel eagerness or fun. You may have some mixed reaction. Say the word cash out loud a second time. Note your reaction again. I hope with as far as we've gotten in this series, or perhaps from your own previous energy work and life experience, that this word resonates in enjoyable reaction. However, if it feels not so good or unreal in some way, that is also okay. If you feel a battle or a weakness or scared, it's okay. At this point, you are simply noticing what reaction comes up. Iteration 2. Now stand. Plant your feet flat. If you can do this outside barefoot, do so. If you aren't able to, that's okay. You can do it indoors with shoes or slippers or bare feet. If you have other restrictions for standing with feet flat, place yourself in that position within your visual imagination. Breathe and relax, and let your entire body energy become open and loose. Perhaps allow energy that wants to fall and release down into the earth. And now, in this standing position, say cash. Wait a few moments. You can say cash a few times with space between, always noting reaction. Start to note where in your body the reactions are taking place. Your stomach, your shoulders, etc. Notice if part of your body is okay with the word and some parts are not. Don't add too much thought into this, but don't worry if thoughts come. Don't try to force or make any energy or reaction. Stay loose and open and continue saying the word in your voice out loud, and notice the location of your body's natural reactions, if any. Iteration 3. Each day, or a few times a day, or a few times a week, whatever rate you are able or that feels right for you, stand and say the word cash a few times. And now when saying cash and when reactions arise, drop in some intention and choice into that reaction. The first drop will be a gentle hi. Say hi to whatever parts of the body are speaking. Say hi to whatever it is they're trying to tell you, and you don't have to clearly understand the messages. Be gentle and friendly with yourself, with your body, with your reaction. You can also say hi to the nothing if that is your reaction. Do the saying hi exercise several times over a few days before moving to iteration 4 of this exercise. Iteration 4. The next drop of intention is that when you say the word cash, this time have the word wrapped in an energy blanket. This blanket will be what we learned in the video for Money Energy 5 titled Earth Life is Exodus, Not Exile. The release of the battle and the understanding of the sacred joy treasure of cash and of all life. So if you haven't listened to that video yet, you may want to pause and do that. As your body reacts to what you listen to there, gather up that wonderful flavor of energy and use it as the blanket to wrap the word cash in, and then drop that word into your body with the blanket by speaking it out loud. Invite your reactions to respond and absorb and take on the nature of that blanket. However, be gentle and not forceful with this blanket. It's okay if not all the body wants to participate yet. You can do this exercise several times over a few days to allow your body to become familiar with it. The experience of familiarity is important to your body. You can energetically visit specific areas of the body that perhaps have the greatest difficulty in order to give each of them your personal attention and invitation to release battle as the word cash is spoken out loud. Iteration 5. Over time and several repetitions of the exercise, continue this kind of energy wrapping of the word cash with the resultant energy invitation/absorption in the body. Do this by reviewing the Pathway to Cash video series from the beginning. Select energies as represented by the words you hear, whatever jumps out at you. For example, the first sentence of the first introduction video says, "Your money already exists." Hopefully that gives you an amazing sensation and flavor that you can use as the energy wrapping and infusion, as well as you continue to listen through the series onward past this video, especially all of the Stepping Stone 1 money energy material. Use whatever energy you gather from each video lesson to wrap the word cash. As you do this, you will notice changes in your reaction over time. The word cash will become more real, grounded, sweet, easy, and peaceful to your body. Any alternative, not so comfortable reactions will be free to release. I do want to make an encouragement, particularly for those who feel intense reactions at the beginning. Your body may go so far as to tell you a big fat no. No to cash. That no will be backed up by evidence, story, wounds, religion, life experience, even mental facts. This is a delicate matter because it is always important to listen to your body. Your body needs to be able to say no when it needs to, and to have that followed by you and not be forced to do shit it doesn't want to do. On the other hand, if all your body has ever known is that no regarding money, then it doesn't know what the other options are. It needs to be introduced gently to more life without being dismissed in its fear and grief. That's why I have you begin with a gentle hello. When I first started to work with my body energy, any thought of money set me into a condition where I knew that I would not have money and would not have enough of anything, food and more, and that I was helpless and that this was a forever condition. I felt that surely. I was in deep money rejection and felt weakness and badness in my body whenever I brought up money to myself. This reaction was strong enough to feel true. But as I gradually cultivated some witness energy so that I was rising out of that a little, I was able to see that it was, after all, a set of energy. The only one I had so far, but not the only set I could ever have. Now for the second homework exercise. I invite you to place a cash sigil in your body field. A sigil is a material object that carries a focused energy. If you can, take a $100 bill and place it in your wallet or purse or pocket. You will not ever use this $100 bill. You won't need to. You'll have other $100 bills eventually that you can spend. This particular $100 bill is going to ignite a resonance and train your energy, and it will be far more valuable to you in that application. If you don't have a $100 bill you can devote to this or fear to, it's okay. Instead, get green construction paper or white paper and crayon it green. Cut the paper into several rectangles, make a circle on each rectangle, and write $100 on it. That circle like in the center, like it's imaginary money. Fold the rectangles like bills and place them in your wallet, purse, or pocket. By the way, it is preferable to use green-colored paper marked with $100 than to fear and use a real $20, for example. That's too small. And bills aren't real anyway. They are agreements. They are literally green paper. It's also preferable to use the green papers that you make than a real, quote-unquote real, $100 if using a real $100 for that purpose makes you too stressed or causes you to think and to fear about it all the time because you are missing it. Whichever preparation you choose and that allows you to do that is the easiest for you. So, carry the sigil at all times. Allow yourself to even forget it's there. You may ask if the sigil will cause you to have more money. No. The sigil is an energy example that your body can take. It is in a frequency that your body can match. Your body requires examples or models. Usually, no one thing can give rise to a given total state in a given lived experience. It's a matter of contribution of pieces here and there coming together into a total state. This exercise is an easy and fun contribution and costs nothing if you use the paper instead of a quote-unquote real $100 bill. Your body will more easily respond to something tangible like this that you forget about than from trying to be complicated, convincing, mental, emotional, and trying to believe. Just let the sigil and your body communicate without consciously getting involved. For most of my life, I used my debit card, i.e. not cash, and often did not have employment and never had enough. A few years ago, I chose to do this exercise. I colored some papers green, several of them actually, so I actually had more than $100, and marked them with the $100. I absolutely did not have a spare $100 bill. I didn't believe it would work, but I also knew enough about energy to know that I didn't have to believe it. I just did it and left my belief and emotion open. I carried those folded green papers all the time in my wallet. I mostly forgot about them unless I happened to open my wallet and see them, and then I would just laugh. The child in me felt a little rich, like a grand make-believe. The next year, I did some self-employment work. All my payments were in the form of cash. It wasn't very much, in the 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, but it was in cash form. It took me most of the year before I connected it to the sigil, which I continued to glimpse in my wallet, which was opening far more often to set cash in. I laughed. The year after that, I changed the self-employment work I did. Most of my payments of this new work came in the form of cash, and I frequently saw over $100 resting in the fold of my wallet, sweetly, fearlessly. And in terms of the employment, I couldn't even call what I was doing as working for that money because the work was too fun to be work. By the way, it involved music, which was right up my lane. Later in that year, I took out the green paper's sigil and discarded them, laughing. I knew that I didn't need them anymore because my body is comfortable generating, resonating at this kind of energy on its own. Now, wouldn't I have liked this process to have taken a week? Sure, but it didn't. It grew over a few years. Obviously, I made other decisions and continued to make progress in many ways with my energy and my life, not only the sigil. However, I still think it's hilarious how simple and direct that effect was of pulling cash into the exact same space of the wallet where the sigil had rested for some time. So that's some energy homework for you, and I'll see you in the next video lesson. Welcome to the Pathway to Cash course. Visit my channel to start at the beginning of learning and practice. I can't guarantee results for you. Please discuss the principles and actions I share with your financial professional.